That little brown bottle sitting in your bathroom cabinet costs about $1 at most drugstores, and yet the average person hands the cleaning aisle somewhere between $150 and $300 every single year on specialty sprays for jobs this $1 bottle could do in 15 minutes. Professional house cleaners know exactly what this stuff can do. They just do not volunteer it. Because every moldy shower, every stained grout line, every funky smelling washer, and every ring in the toilet bowl is either a service they charge for or a specialty product they would rather you keep buying. We are talking about hydrogen peroxide, and chances are you have either been ignoring it your entire life or using it for the wrong things. One thing on this list, number 7 specifically, is the reason the cleaning aisle stays in business, and it saves the average household about $200 a year. And here's why it works. Hydrogen peroxide is basically water with an extra oxygen atom attached. The formula is H2O2. When it touches bacteria, mold, grime, or organic gunk, it releases that extra oxygen in a fast reaction that breaks the gunk down at the chemical level, then turns back into nothing but water and oxygen. No toxic residue, no harsh fumes, just water and air, and it costs about $1 a bottle. So let's get into it. Number 1, it gives you streak-free mirrors and glass with no blue spray. If your bathroom mirror and your glass shower door are covered in a cloudy film of toothpaste splatter, hairspray, and hard water spots, you do not need a special glass cleaner. The name brand glass sprays on the shelf run $4 to $6 a bottle, and most of them just smear that film around. Spray a little 3% hydrogen peroxide straight onto the glass, then wipe it down with a dry microfiber cloth. The peroxide cuts the film and leaves the glass clear, with no streaks and no chemical smell. This is the same spotless finish a cleaning service leaves behind, except you did it with a bottle that cost about $1. Number 2, it brings a filthy kitchen sponge back from the dead. The sponge you wash your dishes with is regularly the single dirtiest object in your entire house. One University of Arizona study clocked it at up to 200,000 times more bacteria than a toilet seat. I mean, think about that for a second. You are rubbing it across everything you eat off of. Soak it in a bowl of equal parts hydrogen peroxide and warm water for about 10 minutes, then wring it out. The peroxide kills the bacteria on contact, which is a real reset between washes. Do the same with the dish brush and the scrubber. But here is the honest catch. A damp sponge regrows bacteria fast, so you still want to swap it for a fresh one every week or two. Between those swaps, this is what keeps you from smearing yesterday's bacteria across today's clean plates. Number 3, it cleans the ring in your toilet bowl. That brown or rust-colored ring at the waterline that regular scrubbing does not shift is actually 2 problems at once: mineral staining from hard water and a layer of bacteria and slime growing right along the line. Bleach mostly just masks it. Pour about a cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide straight into the bowl, focus it on the ring, and let it sit for a full hour. The peroxide kills the bacteria at the source, and its mild bleaching action lightens the staining so the whole ring fades. Then scrub with the toilet brush and flush. If a stubborn mineral ring is still hanging on, sprinkle a little baking soda on the brush for grit and go over it again. No harsh chemical cloud in a closed bathroom, and no calling anyone, all for the cost of $1 bottle. And keep number 7 in the back of your mind while we go, because that is the one that pays for every other tip on this list. Number 4, it whitens grout back to the color it started as. The grout lines between your bathroom tiles go gray, then brown over the years, and mopping never fixes it, because the discoloration has soaked down into the porous grout where a mop cannot reach. This is the deep clean job a house cleaner charges extra for. Mix 3% hydrogen peroxide with baking soda into a thick paste, spread it along the grout lines, let it sit, then scrub it out with an old toothbrush or a stiff brush and rinse. The baking soda gives the paste grip while the peroxide lifts the stain out of the pores. This is the one that gets you the dramatic before and after. A tile floor that looks freshly re-grouted for the cost of 2 things already in your cupboard. Most people have no idea it is this easy. Quick one before we keep going. If these fixes are already saving you real money, I put the whole playbook into one simple ebook. Every trick in this video, plus the ones that did not make the cut, all sorted room by room so you can find exactly what you need without digging. The link is down in the description, or just scan the QR code on my channel banner. Alright, back to it. Number 5, it lifts sweat stains, blood, and red wine out of fabric. Those yellow armpit stains on a white shirt that survive a normal wash are protein and aluminum from your deodorant baked into the fibers, and peroxide is an oxidizer, which is exactly what breaks that down. Mix 2 parts hydrogen peroxide with 1 part dish soap, work it into the stain, let it sit about 30 minutes, then wash like normal. The same mix pulls fresh blood out of sheets and lifts red wine before it sets, and it works on the upholstery a cleaner would charge you to treat. One thing to know, and it matters, peroxide is a mild bleach, so it can lighten colored fabric. Test it on a hidden seam first, and keep it to whites and color-fast items. On a white dress shirt, it does what the pricey drugstore stain remover does, out of the same dollar bottle. Number 6, it disinfects your wood and plastic cutting boards. Raw chicken on a cutting board leaves behind bacteria that a quick rinse does not touch, and the knife grooves are exactly where it hides. Pour 3% hydrogen peroxide straight onto the board after you wash it, let it foam, and sit a few minutes, then rinse. The foaming is the reaction working. It is cheaper and safer near your food than the disinfectant sprays sold for this exact job, and it means the board you slice a tomato on is clean where it counts, right down in the grooves. But the next one on this list is the big one. It is the reason the whole cleaning aisle exists, and it is the tip that saves you the most money of anything in this video. Number 7, it replaces almost your entire cleaning cabinet, and it saves the average household about $200 a year. Go and actually count the bottles where you keep your cleaning stuff. There is a glass cleaner, a bathroom disinfectant, a separate kitchen spray, a stain remover, a mold and mildew spray, maybe a produce wash. 6, 7, 8 different bottles, each one bought for a single job, each one marked up because the label swears it is special for that one job. Every single one of those is a job you just watched a $1 bottle of hydrogen peroxide do. That is the whole business the cleaning aisle is built on. They do not sell you a cleaner, they sell you 8 cleaners, one shelf at a time. Now look, I am not going to oversell this. Nobody is saving $200 in a single month here, and any video telling you that is lying to your face. But a home that swaps the specialty surface sprays, the disinfectants, and the stain treatments for one big brown bottle realistically trims $15 to $20 a month off the cleaning budget. Run that across a full year and you are keeping about $200 that used to go straight to a marketing department. It is not life-changing money, but it adds up, and it is money you get to keep. Number 8, it cleans the inside of your refrigerator without leaving chemicals on your food. The fridge is one of the few places you really want to disinfect, but do not want a harsh residue, because your food sits right there on the shelves. Peroxide is a rare fit. Mist it onto the empty refrigerator shelves and the door bins where the ketchup and the milk drip and dry into a crust. Wait a minute, then wipe with a damp cloth. It handles the sticky rings and the bacteria without leaving a smell that transfers into your butter. That is exactly why a lot of professional cleaners reach for it in a client's kitchen over a name brand spray. Number 9, it kills the slime ring in your washing machine and your dishwasher. If you have ever opened a front-loading washer and found a black, musty ring around the rubber door seal, that is mold, and it is making every load come out smelling slightly off, no matter how much detergent you use. Commercial washer cleaners cost $8 to $15 a box and just thin the mold out. Wipe the seal down with a rag, soaked in equal parts peroxide and warm water, getting deep into the folds, then run one empty hot cycle with a cup of peroxide in the tray. Your dishwasher gets the same treatment, 2 cups poured in the bottom and 1 empty hot cycle. It kills the mold in the seals and clears the film off the spray arms, and it saves you the $150 appliance call for a machine that was never actually broken. Number 10. It kills the smell in trash cans, coolers, and reusable water bottles. That sour funk at the bottom of the kitchen trash can is not dirt, it is bacteria breeding in the plastic, and peroxide kills it instead of covering it with a scent. Pour some into the empty can, let it fizz against the sides a few minutes, then rinse and dry. Same move for a cooler that sat closed too long, and a stainless water bottle that started tasting off. And that pink slime in a kid's water bottle straw? That is bacteria too, and a peroxide soak reaches the parts a bottle brush never gets to. A plug-in air freshener masks the smell for an hour. This removes the thing making it. But the last one on this list is the one people fight the hardest, and it is where reaching for bleach actually makes it worse. Number 11. It kills the black mold and mildew in your bathroom. The black specks creeping into the caulk around your tub and the grout in your shower are mildew, and most people hit it with bleach. But the EPA does not even recommend bleach for mold on porous surfaces because the bleach just whitens the stain while the water in it feeds the roots underneath, and it grows right back. Spray 3% hydrogen peroxide directly onto the moldy caulk and grout, undiluted, let it sit a full 10 minutes, then scrub it out with a brush. Because peroxide is an antifungal, it goes after the living mold, so it takes a lot longer to come back. Mold removal companies quote hundreds of dollars for a job like this. Just know your limits. Stick to sealed surfaces like tile, grout, and caulk. If mold is spreading behind the drywall, that is past a spray bottle, and it is time to call somebody. Now a quick word of caution before we wrap up. Always use the regular 3% hydrogen peroxide, the standard brown bottle from any pharmacy. The stronger 35% food-grade version is industrial strength and will burn your skin. Never mix hydrogen peroxide with vinegar in the same bottle, because the two combine into a harsh acid that irritates your skin, eyes, and lungs. You can use them one after the other on the same surface, as long as you rinse in between, but never combined in one container. Never mix it with bleach either, which the CDC warns can release chlorine gas. And always store the bottle somewhere cool and dark, because heat and light break the peroxide down into plain water. If your bottle does not fizz when you pour it, it has gone flat, so replace it. And for a real mold problem behind the walls, or any serious job, please call a professional. That little brown bottle sitting in your bathroom cabinet is capable of so much more than the cleaning companies and the cleaning aisle would ever volunteer. This channel is all about sharing useful, common-sense tips that help you stop wasting things and stretch your money further. We post many more ideas like this. So if you find these videos helpful, subscribe and stay up to date. Your wallet will thank you.